Whenever we are at the end of a cycle and or in Mercury retrograde, and it could even be the last few days of a lunar cycle, the energy naturally changes its direction from expansion out, up to deep in. And whenever we feel that deep in, that retreat of the wave pulling in, if we're not conscious of it, we can actually resist the direction of that wave pushing us deep in. But then we have to unconsciously, energetically conjure grief, depression, fatigue as a way of helping us surrender to the wave and going deep in. Whereas if we're conscious that we've got a wave going in and we ride the wave going in, we don't have to conjure more grief, depression, or fatigue. We invite you to take a deep breath in, to pull your energy and awareness into your line of light. And just on that inhale, pulling yourself deep in, recognize that some part of you is surrendering to that direction of going deep within at the end of a cycle, Mercury retrograde, or the end of a lunar cycle, or the end of a birth year. Just keep using the breath to feel that surrender of going deep in. Going deep in is good. It's an inhale. It's a time of retreating so that you can restore. It's a good direction to go. There's no good or bad about the inhale or the exhale. It's just a direction that we're surrendering to. As you continue pulling yourself deep in, invite your higher self, your body, David's higher self, your teams to work with the energetic fields and the guides to reference the energy, the wave of energy that is pushing us deep in at this time. And to invite some energetic aspect of you to surrender to that wave, to embrace that deep in, to use it to push yourself into your divine line, to push yourself more deeply into that inner river of light. And if you have grief, sadness, despair, loss, use all of those emotions to push yourself into your line of light. Almost like an energetic wind, it's pushing you deep in, deep in, deep into your line. Inviting some energetic aspect of you to completely and totally surrender to the deep in, deep in, deep in. Pushing your energy into your roots, allowing and holding space for a retreat, a retrieval of all of your resources, a gathering of your gifts. And then when you are deep in, take a moment to choose you shifting you, you embracing you, you loving you, you connecting with you, retrieving all of the responsibilities for all of the needs, using the deep in to push, pull all those responsibilities off of everyone and everything. And then maybe even say to yourself, I am the only one that has the ability to shift me deeply. I am the only one that has the ability to shift, pivot, alter, transform myself. Only I can do it. No one in the outer world can do it to me or for me in a healthy, sustainable way. Only me. And then take a moment as you are deep in. You are the only one that can shift you. Your light is the only thing that will shift you. The qualities and the vibration that flow within you is the only thing that will shift you in a way that then enables you to sustain it, to take ownership of it. to take pride in it in a good, healthy way. And then taking a deep breath in, letting yourself sit in that inner place of power. It is your seat of power. It is where everything you create comes from. And if you still feel waves of grief or sadness or despair, use that grief, that despair, that sadness to push yourself deeper into your line of light, recognizing that your light is the only thing that is going to powerfully transform you. And then you are believing in the light and the vibrations and the qualities that flow within you more because you're putting more weight on it, more attachment on it, more hope on it. The vibration that flows within me is the only thing that's going to shift my consciousness, my behaviors, my reality. I better lean in on it more. And then taking a deep breath in, balancing and stabilizing, letting yourself sit in this energy for as long as you so desire. Feeling that shift to your inner place of power. And when it feels complete, updating your grids, all your reference points, all ways in which you perceive, and continue holding that stance, sitting in that place of power in your line of light for you, soul rider, for your body, inviting your teams to do the same, updating all of your reference points, all ways in which you perceive.